Yo, what is up? It is your boy Stefline, and this episode is going to be a little bit different because basically what happened is it was too loud for me to like record my audio, so I couldn't do it live. But I'm doing a voiceover, so it's okay. Don't forget, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. So basically the first thing I did was kind of like check to see if I got those eggs. We needed those fabled eggs, and I did have loads of fabled eggs. So I went out and I hopped on my manticore, because remember what I said, y'all. Last episode, we got ourselves a Captain Black Boulder, and I said we was most definitely gonna tame it at the start of the video. So I did just that. I kind of just popped him in the air, and dude almost destroyed me because I didn't realize he was gonna shoot me like straight away. But luckily I survived. So I knocked him out real quick and got to moving on to the next task. So I was kind of just flying over this little island right here and knocking out this fabled PT when I found myself some more necrotic dodos. And you guys already know, we got the last necrotic dodo and that thing was so litty. I had to try find another one. So after I knocked the first necrotic dodo out, I kind of saw that there was actually going to be another one close by. So I just tried to knock this guy out as quickly as possible. And then I went after the next one. It was like there was two in the same spot. What were the odds? Like it was crazy. I just ran out of stamina mid-stroke and had to land. But the thing is, I was so close to the necrotic dodo that like he could potentially kill me. So I was super scared. But luckily, I landed far enough away to get a little bit of stamina to get back into the air before he made it to me. Yeah, that mofo was about to hit me with that necrotic blast, and I would have been dead. So yeah, for some odd reason, my game crashed, and when it came back, I was in the air. And for some odd reason, after I fixed everything, I decided to jump off my manticore mid-flight with half health. And obviously I died. I don't even know how I pressed triangle, I just did, but I don't know, man, it just happened, you feel me? So spawned back at base, had to go find my manticore now, and those dodos wake up pretty fast, so I was actually on a really quick ticking clock. I went to grab myself the kibble I needed to tame all the things I had knocked out. I needed like 3 special kibble, and the thing is, I kind of, for some odd reason, thought I died on an island that was like right beside my base, but little did I know that I was so far away that I was just being stupid, and I ended up exploring this whole island looking for my manticore, just to realize that this was not where I died. And throughout my exploring, I got literally molested by a pego who stole my soul gun. Then the second one stole my soul traps, and I had nothing to fight for myself. And then I started getting chased by freaking zombie dodos. So I teleported back to the base because I needed to go get my flyer so I have a better view of things. So I went back to base, climbed on the back of my Apex Phoenix, because I have to go kill those things, man. I have to go kill these freaking pegos, get all my gear back, because how dare they rob me. So after I went out and reclaimed all my gear, it was finally time for me to actually go and try to find my manticore. I actually did not know where he was at all. I was looking at everyone, I just couldn't find him. And I had to go all the way back to base to get something a little bit faster than this freaking Phoenix is. Because Phoenix is super strong, but it's so slow. So I came back to base, put the Phoenix back, and I went to actually just go on Symmetra, because Symmetra is the most. The thing is, why I don't know why I don't use Symmetra. If Symmetra had a knockout like power, I would use Symmetra all the time. And literally like 2 seconds on the back of Symmetra, and you wouldn't guess what? I found the freaking manticore. Literally 2 seconds on Symmetra's back, and I found the manticore. Like it's unexplainable. So I sent Symmetra all the way back to base with a teleporting token. Easy. Got on the back of the manticore and headed out again to try and tame these necrotic dodos for the second time. And hopefully this time I wouldn't die. So after I cleared the area of any demonic things that could kill me, any dangers, I died. Because apparently one of the freaking necrotic dodos had, so for some odd reason, woken up. It had woken up, and it clapped me as soon as I came near. So now I was on another timer. I had to go and save the Manticore before it got killed by those necrotic dodos. Like, my day was just going so hectically, it was just crazy. First the audio problem, and now I'm dying in the game. And this is a 0 deaths challenge, don't forget. I'm not dying, those are not deaths. Those were glitches in the matrix. So by the time I got back, the both dodos were basically awake. So I had to try my best to make the Manticore follow me, but he got grounded by the necrotic dodo's freaking move. So I had to make him walk into the water, because I had to cheese it. So basically, if you make any flyer walk into water, they automatically start flying, even if they're grounded. So that's exactly what I did to get him out of there. But he was moving so slow, he was still in the radius, but at some point, after like 5 minutes, I got him away from there. He didn't take too much damage, which was good, because I thought he was gonna get like loads of damage and die, but he was doing pretty okay. So waited for him to come over, got him down, sent Samitra back to base again for the second time. This time, hopefully it'll be the last time. Went over and jumped on the back of the Manticore real quick. And then for some odd reason, he was super slow. It was like he still had the effects of the necrotic dodo's move, and I just couldn't stop it. So I basically just like put him in a cryopod and tossed him back out, and it basically fixed the problem. Yup, we were fast again. So went back, knocked out these necrotic dodos again. I swear to you, this is becoming such a hard tame. I was literally about to give up. Then this stupid Karikanos literally tried to kill my tames. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the funny thing was, all the while I was doing this, there was a buffoon dodo just stalking me. Like, at any moment, that buffoon dodo could have literally ended my life. But luckily, it stayed far away. So I chucked the kibble into these 2 necrotic dodos, fed them both some freaking taming helper, and I waited for him to eat this freaking food because I was getting nervous. As soon as they got up, I just popped them into the soul ball and I got out of there, man. I was not ready to die again, not again. But now we had 2 necrotic dodos, and I flew over to the Captain Black Boulder to go pop a kibble up its butt. Got him tamed up, and now we had a Captain Black Boulder. Came out with decent stats, but nothing too crazy. Like, they're not really like a boss killing creature, so I just had it for farming, I guess. So I came back to base, and I went a little bit AFK for a little bit. Then when I came back, all I did was put out my new dinos to look at them, you know, to marvel at their brilliance, you know. Got 2 more necrotics, got a Captain Black Boulder, and we was looking pretty. I put the saddle on the Captain Black Boulder, which basically, they just take like damage reduction, so they're pretty lit, and they have the cannons on their back, look pretty cool. So I was just looking at my dinos for a little bit. Then I put in some levels into all my dinos, because all these new dinos, they're good if they're leveled. If they're not leveled, they're basically as bad as freaking vanilla. Put some levels into them just to see how far I could push them with like a couple of potions. They actually didn't turn out that good. I thought they would turn out a lot better. So I went out with the Captain Black Boulder. You know, I had to do a little bit of farming, test out the moves. The boomsticks on its back were working pretty well. So those cannonballs were working pretty well. The damage wasn't great, but I did realize that if you were close to something killable, it automatically aims at it, which was pretty cool. And then it has this move right here that just like does like a big vortex. And then I realized it has a move that summons freaking parrots, bro. Well, they're called parrots, but they look like acroparrots to me. But it literally summons them and they do your bidding for you. So that was a move that I never knew about. So you learn something new every day. So I went back to base with a Captain Black Boulder, and I popped out my other necrotic dodo, the strong one that we used to kill all those bosses. And his stats were way better than the new ones I had tamed. So I was like, yeah, he deserves a freaking name, because he is the king of all my necrotic dodos right now. So I named him right up. So now we had Nocturne. Went back to the base and I tried to see if I could make some demonic kibble, and I could. So I made myself a few demonic kibble, and I think I made like 1 celestial kibble just so I had enough. Well, actually I made 2, I just realized. Oh, whoops. Just to make sure I had enough. And I upgraded my compound bow, because look, I'm taming really strong things now, so I need to have a good compound bow. And I had a few arrows. I tried to make more, but I didn't really have enough gear to make all the arrows I needed. But I thought if I didn't miss any of my shots, there was no way I was not going to be able to knock a demonic out with the arrows I had. And also I had my Manticore, which could do quite a lot of torpor for me if I needed it to. So I went around to look for a demonic to tame, and I'd seen a few demonic Capro Suches. They were kind of all around the place, and I think there was one where I had already attacked a few episodes ago, and I thought, if I could find that one, maybe it still has the torpor that I had it on. And then just like that, when I finally found him, he still had the torpor. It was only 150 something odd thousand, but that is still a lot because he only had just under 1 million torpor. So we were already like, had only 800,000 to do. I knocked him a few times with the Manticore, and I realized that it was not doing enough torpor as I needed. So I came out, popped Symmetra out, got my bow and arrow, and got ready to shoot at this guy. And I swear to you, I missed like all my shots, bro. I had a limited supply of arrows, and I missed all my shots, bro. Like, why was I shooting from this distance? Why was I shooting from this distance? Can someone please explain to me why I was shooting from this distance? It's like my brain doesn't work, honestly. But I did manage to hit a few shots, and I got him all the way to like around 600,000 torpor before I ran out of arrows. And I was like, you know what, 600,000, which means I only need to do around 400,000 with the Manticore, which wasn't terrible at all. So I just started knocking away at the torpor with the Manticore in hopes I just got him out. I did have a gun as well, but I did not trust myself to shoot it. And after like 30 minutes, I finally knocked out the Capro Suches. It took me so long. I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I did. And once I had him knocked out, I wasted no time. I just jumped straight out the sky. I was not waiting. I ran right over to him and popped the kibble in him because there was no way we were losing this dude. There was just no freaking way. Tamed him up, put him right into a soul ball because I had to get back to base. The piranhas were coming for me. Jumped right back onto my Manticore and TP'd home. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we got ourselves our first demonic. We are at the point of this series now where we can start progressing a lot faster. Normally it's super hard to progress until you hit around the demonics and the omegas. It's super hard to like just progress at a fast pace. And now we had a demonic tame, and we had more demonic kibble to get more demonic tames, which was perfect. Now we can start cracking through all the bosses and all the origins. I was super hyped for it, and I never tamed like demonic Capro Suches before, so this is my first time. So then I realized that I needed to get demonic hide for the saddle, so I popped out Symmetra and I TP'd myself over to the artifact of the hunter. And then when I got there, I found a demonic terrorbird. It was actually a pretty good one. I wanted to tame, but I was like, you know what, I need the hide, so I have to wait until I find a different one. So I got him over there, hit him, and it just wasn't doing enough damage. Symmetra was just, we weren't hitting for enough, so I landed over at a bigger rock beside him, and I tossed out the necrotic dodo, because the necrotic dodo hits for around 600,000 per attack. So I was like, you know what, I might as well use him to kill him. And I did just that, threw some moves over, and they ticked pretty fast. I wasn't expecting them to tick as fast. I was expecting the terrorbird to actually kill me. But for some odd reason, we managed to destroy the terrorbird, which was all we needed to do, because all we needed was that hide, baby. After I was pretty sure, I just kept dropping these bombs until I was 100 million% sure it was dead, because I did not want to go over there and get my butt clapped. Went over, found the dead body, chomped on it, got some demonic hide. I had enough to make what I needed, but I was like, you know what, while I'm here and there's a freaking demonic thorny dragon over there, I might as well kill it and get more hide. So I did just that. I started hitting at it, just ticking away at its HP. Like, look at the way the HP was just ticking, baby. It was just ticking. So I killed him and I went over to go harvest its body because now we had a litty amount of hide. If I got this guy's body, we had a litty amount of hide. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, I'm seeing chaos moves. Chaos moves are slapping me at the side of the head. I was like, what's going on? Then I realized there was a chaos Coolio on the hill. And I was pretty sure he had eaten my demonic thorny dragon and stolen my hide. And guess what? He had eaten my thorny dragon and stole my hide. And I was so angry because I was gonna get more stuff. But we did get a lot of good things from his drop bag, so we kind of like traded off for it. Went back to base to make the saddle from the Capro Sutures because it was about that time. We had this demonic, we have a saddle now, and we were about to get super litty, you feel me? So I went over, popped out the demonic Capro, put the saddle on this dude, and I'm telling you now, these things look devious. They just look devious. They just are devious. They're like demons. Like look at this thing, bro. It just looks devious. Like they just look how devious this thing looks. Like look at the way it walks, like it's stalking you. Like it just looks devious. And it can do the jump as well, which is doing pretty like decent amount of damage. I tested out all his moves just to see what he's capable of, and then holy man, this dude is a flamethrower, bro. Like, look at this, hold on. Like, he just sits there and tosses all those bombs. But the thing is, I actually didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I did go out to try kill a few things, get this guy a few levels, and there was some primal bosses out there. I wanted to see how fast he could kill the primal bosses in comparison to our necrotic dodo. And quite obviously, he was doing way more damage than the necrotic dodo. Way more damage. Which means we had a good one on our hands. We had a good one. But the thing is, I was still finding his range for his attack kind of weird. So I was thinking to myself, I'm probably going to have to tame a demonic thorny dragon at some point. Then I was going around looking for things and I found this Tuso. Then I remembered in the last episode, we found two Tusos. One of them was a regular one and one of them was an apex one. So I made sure if I could locate the apex one because I needed it, because we're gonna be doing some ocean things this season. I went back to base to go get myself some taming equipment. Because we needed to tame the Tuso. If we had an apex Tuso, imagine the things we could tame in the ocean. Just imagine. Got on the back of the Manticore and got myself over to the Tuso real quick. Put some narcotic darts in its head. Then I went over, popped some kibble in its butt, and got myself an apex Tuso. It wasn't the greatest Tuso now, but it was gonna be able to help me start my adventure into the ocean at some point during this season. And then I came back to the base and I was just admiring my dinos. Look at the team now. We had a team of killers, bro. We had shooters. We had Nocturne. We had the demonic Capro. We had the Captain Black Boulder. Shooters, and we was ready to start doing some havoc. But guys, this is the end of this episode. We're gonna be back to regular stuff where I'm actually doing my voiceover live. But if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys watching all these videos, and I appreciate you guys like waiting on me, because sometimes it takes me a little bit to get these videos edited and made for you guys. And I will see you guys on the next episode.
Let's go. You never seen, oh, man, I cannot breathe.